speaking of things that we want.
Yes, a 4.5 work week, which this Dubai company is officially enforcing now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you already know that the UAE is the first nation in the world to introduce a working week shorter than the global 5-day week on a federal level. Now, basically what that means is the public sector will completely transition to a 4.5 work week, with Saturday and Sunday forming the new weekend starting January 1st, 2022. And with that being said, the private sector was given the choice to continue with the Friday-Saturday weekend or align with the new weekend shift. So private sectors were also given the flexibility to either implement the 4.5 work week or drop it altogether.
And a number of Dubai companies have actually publicly announced that they'll also be transitioning along with the government to the 4.5-day work week, while others have also gone the opposite direction. Some organizations have chosen to give their employees the flexibility to work from home on Friday. Others are enforcing a half day, and the rest are keeping to the 5-day work week. One such Dubai company, they put into effect a 4.5-day work week, is actually Ocean Personality Insights, a platform that provides corporate personality assessments and insights into candidates going beyond the CV. Basically, they're a recruitment agency, and they are giving their employees that flexibility.
I mean, that's great. You know, when you see these announcements rolling out, like for this company is doing this organization is doing this, it's interesting to see how companies are getting on board with this whole shift of the work week. And even Galadari, for example, they announced publicly that they will be moving to the Saturday-Sunday weekend, as well as giving Fridays the option to their employees to work from home, whoever can.
Galadari, that's my driving school.
Oh, yeah. Shout out!
Shout out! Interesting. But so they all were, like, let's say, for example, the majority of the testers and instructors, they work probably a 6-day week actually, and they have the option to work more, but they get overtime. So but yeah, interesting. I guess this is for like the admin people.
Honestly, if you have the option of being paid overtime, it just makes everything so convenient. Like, you would take that option, right?
It would depend on my commitments.
Of course. And in the initial announcement of the weekend shift and the work week shift, the government expressed that adopting an agile working system will enable the UAE to rapidly respond to emerging changes and enhance the well-being in the workplace. I find this so incredible that the UAE, it's like, you know, everyone is talking about it, everyone wants it, everyone speaks of it so frequently, and they're just like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and implement this.
It's one company, right? And then you see kind of like the biggers. I know Shalhoub have gone to a 5-day and they're doing the full 5-day, but they've switched the weekend.
Yeah.
Employees want the flexibility. And what's really interesting is Hala, who is our co-presenter on Smashy TV, Arabic Business News and Tech, she shared some really interesting updates yesterday about how, so for example, we all want to work from home potentially 4 days or 1 day a week, right?
Yeah.
So that flexibility.
Yeah.
However, apparently the search for employers into spying software on their employees to make sure that they're actually working from home has gone up by, I'm going to make this like 1,000% or something crazy. So employees want flexibility. Are they trusted? I think in some cases people are, and in some cases people aren't. And this is a whole new thing. It's developed from COVID, and then obviously it's worked in some countries. I think Sweden have a really good history of switching to a 4-day or something week. However, now it looks like private employers in Dubai have the option to make that decision. So it's going to be question for a while what's working, and I think some employers will make a decision now and then potentially see how it works, see how it's working with their employees, because how could you make a blanket decision without actually testing it out? So potentially there'll be trial periods to see how it continues. What is your employer doing? Are you public or privately employed in Dubai, and what is the plan? Are you happy?
I
or if you're an employer.
Yeah, either way. But I mean, I think it's important for employers to actually monitor. I mean, as an employer, you would want to know that you're still being productive, that your employees are still being productive, that the salary you're paying is not just going to waste for them just sitting at home and, you know, loitering around. But
but there should be transparency in the monitoring.
Yeah, there should be some way to kind of assess if the work is being done or like monitor. So I think that in that sense, like if there is that that arrangement to monitor, and then you can have, you know, like it can go alongside work from home as long as you're working, like it can work out for a lot of companies. But you don't have to be in office. Like, for example, maybe marketing. I don't know.
Let's jump